All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well. Where I like this truth from, it's salutation out there to the hopeful lit, who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. And today, man, basically just getting on, fleeing away from this place, man. Because basically, a lot of people have gotten bitten by that Babylonian bug, man. Basically, trying to stay here because you have to be a sick individual to try to stay in captivity under this devil, man. You have to be a sick individual who want to try to make it in America, man. Because you trying to make it in America is the only thing you're doing is trying to make it to your death, man. Because that's the only thing that America has to offer unto you. Let's go ahead and start off with the book of Micah. This is the book of Micah 2, jumping down to verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." Yes, America is not our rest, man. Even though America was built by us, it wasn't built for us, man. So we shouldn't be in the spirit of trying to stay here. Read it again. It says, "Arise and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction." So you staying in America, ultimately, it's going to lead unto your downfall, man. It's going to lead unto your death. It's going to lead unto you being defiled, man. You trying to stay here in this place, man. You know, it's basically like you just wash yourself clean and you just went back and jumped back into a mud pool, man. That's what you're doing if you're trying to stay here in America. The spirit that you should be in is the spirit of you fleeing from out of this place, man. You being delivered, man. Let's go right here in the book of Isaiah 51 and 14, because this is the spirit that you should be in. The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose. Yes, man. May be freed, man, from the chains, especially the mental chains, man. That's the first chains that the Lord is supposed to release, man. You know? Not having the mental chains that, the Esau's gonna rule forever, man. Because there's changes on a lot of jakes, man. That wilderness syndrome is still affecting our people to this day, man. But the water Yahweh Shai for waking us up, man. You know, for bringing us out of that docile mind state. Going back to Isaiah 51 and verse 14, the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose, and that he should not die in the pit. What's a pit? America, man. You shouldn't be having the dreams of you being 65 and retiring here, man. You should want to leave this place yesterday, you know? It says, "And die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail, and our bread shall not fail," man. Because our bread come in the form of Yahweh Shai, man. Our bread come in the form of everlasting life, man. And that's why this truth shall not fail us, man. But guess what? But guess what shall fail you, man? The ways of this devil. You know, the philosophies that he brings forth unto you, because that's what this devil doing to our people, man. He put things in their face and making it seem cool. He put things in their face and make it seem like that's the way, man. But that's not the way. That's the way of death. Real quick, let's go to Jeremiah 51, and I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, "Flee ye out of the midst of Babylon." And right there, man, that when it's talking about flee, it's not talking about getting on the plane. It's about getting freed in the mind. Again, freeing those mental chains. And how does those mental chains be freed? Through the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai. Get a real quick precept, and I'm going to jump back. This is the book of St. John. St. John 8, jumping down to verse 32. "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." So guess what? You freeing yourself, and you fleeing, you basically is returning to Yahweh Shai, man. Because you're turning your back upon Esau, and you turning your face towards what? Towards this truth, man. This is the key to unlock that mental lock that this devil had on you for centuries, man. The mental lock of, Jeebles, man. The mental lock of, the Christianity. So the Lord said, flee from that. Read this again. "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity." Yes, don't get wrapped up in the ways of Babylon, because if you wrapped up in the ways of Babylon, then you're laden with iniquity. It says, "For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense." Yes, man. And again, if you with her, if you with this whore, you're going to get the same judgment as this whore. That's why the scripture say, "The hands on the head, the wicked should not be unpunished," man. So if you're in the same mindset of a Babylonian, you're going to get the same judgment as a Babylonian, man. And again, going back into the title of this video, don't get bitten by that Babylonian bug, man. Continuing on to verse 7, though. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Yes, we was even drunk of that Babylon juice, man. We was once, diehard Christians, man. We was once trying to make it in this society. Until what? Until Yahweh Shemal Shai showed us something better. Read this again. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. And again, everybody is mad and pissed off because they realize the way that this devil have showed you is the way of death. That's why the scriptures say wide and broad is the way that leads into destruction. That's the ways that this devil have to show you. The ways of the NFL, the ways of Hollywood, the ways of the entertainment system, man. That's the ways that this devil have to lead unto you, but those ways these lead unto death, man. It's basically falsifying things, man. Because let's say if you didn't know, the in-depths of it. You see the only thing you see is Jay-Z and LeBron James, and you just try to make it there. As soon as you get to a certain level, you're gonna realize that these guys had to do unsavory things to make it, man. In order to make it into Babylon, you basically have to have no type of morals, man. To make it into Babylon, you have to have no integrity, man. Because you have to do strange things for a piece of change to stay here, man. And again, just going back, it says, therefore the nations are mad because the nations have realized that Esau have fucked them over. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. So let's see if Babylon is going to bounce back, man. Let's see if it's going to go back into its glory years, because Jake is still trusting in Babylon when it's on its tail end. Y'all think that Babylon is going to get a bounce back now? Continuing on to verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Right there, it says forsake her. Real quick, just look up the Google definition of the word forsake, man. Because you're supposed to forsake this place, man. Right here, to forsake. To forsake, abandon someone or something. To leave behind, abandon, desert, leave, quit, depart. What does the scripture say? Depart, for this is not your rest, man. So you're supposed to forsake this place, man. Leave it in the back burner. Right here, turn one's back on, man. We're putting our back towards Esau, and we're putting our face towards Yahweh Shai, man. Why? Because Yahweh Shai, he's our salvation, man. Yahweh Shai, that's who all we need, man. That's where our nourishment come from, man. Go ahead and continue on. To ditch, abandon, desert, God-forsaken, to isolate, remote, that's about it. But right here, man, the word forsaken goes back into basically leave it behind, man. Going to Jeremiah 51 in verse 9 again, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone to his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. Because guess what? Yahweh Shemal Shai have a judgment awaiting for this devil, man. And everybody that is hands on him with this devil. Real quick, let's get this in the book of Sirach 21 and verse 2. Flee from sin as from a face of a serpent. And right here, meaning flee from sin is basically meaning flee from the ways of Esau, the image of Esau, man. Because the image of Esau, it has to do with the LGBTQ. The image of Esau has to do with, you taking a device to live your everyday life. The image of Esau is basically you having no morals, man. That's the face of a serpent that it's talking about, man. The way of life that this devil wants you to believe in. It says, flee from sin as from a face from a serpent, for if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. Yes, if you conform to this world so much, it will bite thee, man. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. So you get bitten by a serpent, or getting bit by this damn devil and his philosophies, you're is nothing but as good as dead, man. Because what this devil do, he bites you, for lack of better words, and that poison get in your mind. Now you thinking different. for the lack of better words. Now you thinking that Edomites can be saved, man. Now you thinking that America's not going to be destroyed, man. Why? Because you have been bent by that Babylonian bug, man. Read this real quick in Proverbs 23 and verse 30. It says, they that tarry long at wine, it says, they that tarry long at the wine. Real quick, I want to look up the word tarry, man. Because that's what people do. By the way, even a lot of Israelites, they tarry at the wine of Babylon. Even though you in the truth, you still want to drink on that Babylonian juice, man. No, we sipping on, high, top quality yayan or top quality wine and liquor, and you coming in the back with wild Irish rose, man. That's you tearing behind with that nigga mentality, man. Going that word Terry Strong's H 309 right here, to delay, to hesitate, because a lot of people are hesitating basically to come onto the other side. Terry, defer, remain behind. Yes, man. Continuing on. Get to the point. Right here, to cause one to delay, hinder, keep back. You want to stay back in Babylon. Right here, to delay. Wait. Stay behind, but not in hope, because you don't have hope in your house, man. The only reason why people want to stay in Babylon and stay in America, because really they have no hope, man. Their hope is in this system. Their hope is in America, man. So let's go back into that Proverbs 23 again. Proverbs 23 in verse 30. They that tarry long at the wine, the philosophies, the ways of America, they that go to seek mixed wine. That mixed wine is these different philosophies, because what this devil do, he mixed the philosophies of the Elamites. He got a little bit of Ham. He got a little bit of Elam, you know what I'm saying? And basically he pushes towards out unto you, because that's the doctrine that he wants you to believe. He'll even put out a rapper. And these rappers, they have their own doctrines, man. And Jake be sipping upon it, man. Continuing on at verse 31. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red. So it says, look not upon the wine when it is red. Don't look at it because it look good. Don't look at it, or don't cleave to it because it look appeasing. Because that's what had got the woman messed up in the garden. It was pleasing unto the eyes, man. And that's how Esau get a lot of people. He give carnal things to make people sell out, man. It says, look not upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. Yes, man, because again, you looking at it, you know what I'm saying? You just look at the carnal aspect of it, not knowing that it's a consequence behind it. It says, at the last, it biteth like a serpent and stingeth like an adder. Yes, because at the end of the day, if you get bit by that Babylonian bug, your whole mindset is changed, man. And that ultimate bite is going to lead until a device getting inside under your skin. That's how we know you got bit by that Babylonian bug, man. Once you can scan your hand and buy some lamb, Go ahead, continue on in verse 33. Thine eyes shall behold strange women, and thine heart shall utter perverse things. And that's the effect, man. Because when you go into people having these snake bites, they get snake bites. The first sign that you're poison, that you start hallucinating, man. You start seeing things that's really not there, and you get bit by that Babylonian, but one of those things that you start seeing that America is going to make it. You start seeing that Trump is going to make it great again, man. But that's really you just believing in perverse things, man. Because it's a perverse thing for you to think that America is going to continue, man. It's a perverse thing to actually trust in this place, man. Continuing on. It says, yeah, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or as he that lieth up the top of the mast. They have stricken me, shalt thou say, and I was not sick. They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When I shall awake, I will see it yet again. And that's basically it right there, man. Because again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Rashai, even though this devil, he want to, he want to comfort us, ones who have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, at the end of the day, we're going to prevail, man. But the ones who took that thing and the ones who believe in this guy, they're going to be laid down, man. The ones who trust in this devil, they're going to be in the same spot as this devil, man, in that low seat, But ones who don't, the ones who keep their integrity, the Lord, he's going to make sure they're safe, man. The ones who keep their integrity, the ones who didn't trust in this place, the Lord, he's going to give them a reward, for the lack of a better word, man. Because this is a reward for being faithful until Yahweh Shai, man. You know, no matter what these devils do unto us, it's a reward for being faithful, man. And we truly believe in that. We truly believe that the Lord, he's not unrighteous to forgive our works and labors of love, man. You know? So yeah, I can just a quick little video. I pray it was edifying. I want to say, call halayim la Yehawah, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Makakodash, Shalom, DTA, in the Bible.